Hi guys, Chris here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am finally in with my entire collection video. So this is my 2019 collection video. This is everything that I've purchased up until now. So this is my collection as it stands in February 2019. I did do this video last year, to which I will leave below, and there's a couple of changes. I can't remember what has changed, but you'll see a difference if you watch the first video and then now. There's been a couple of things that have sold, a lot more that's been added, so I just thought this would be really fun to share and I really hope you enjoy because I love these videos. My entire collection is a mixture of books, accessories, small leather goods, bags, fragrance. I've missed out magazines this year because they took up a lot of time last year. So I've missed out magazines, but I've included books just for anyone that loves that sort of stuff. So without going on to too much, let's have a quick look at my collection. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do it back down here because I felt that the lighting down here was actually not too bad. I'm going to start with books first off. The most boring part of my collection, but I always think they are really pretty and great little things to have. First book and my most recent purchase is the Icon and the Iconolix. The Icon and the Iconolix, the Iconoclastics book. So this book was from the Icon collection that celebrated Monogram a couple of years back, and again, these videos, this isn't going to be too detailed, but it just has some information about that collection. It has some beautiful big pictures of the collection. My favourite bag. I love this bag so much. And yeah, just goes through every designer and kind of what they made. So that's a really cool book to have. I picked this up on Amazon, and anything that I can find in this video I will link it below for you guys. Yeah, so that's the first book. The next book is the Icons book, and again, this is a little Amazon purchase. It just has all these incredible bags. I actually haven't sat down and read this since I picked it up, so it's maybe something that I'm going to start to do. And it just has some beautiful pictures, and that's all these books are just picture books. The next one is The Spirit of Travel. I picked this up a couple of years ago from the LV website. I should mention those two books are from Amazon. This is from the LV website, and this is just a great story about the history of the brand. And yeah, just again some cute little pictures. These next two books are some city guides that I picked up from stores. So one that you saw in my last video would have been my London city guide that I got when I was in London a couple of years ago. I planned to get these for every city. Now, one thing that I've literally just realised, I don't know if I checked if Sydney had one of these, and I didn't get one from Sydney. So when Paul goes back, I will get him to grab me a Sydney one. But this is the London City Guide, and when I was in Paris earlier last year, I picked up the Paris City Guide. So just a small collection of them. Next book is an old one, again something I bought a couple of years ago, and this is from the artist Flock, and this was his interpretation of Edinburgh with this book, and it's just his vision of Edinburgh. He had done a whole collection on this, on different cities, and obviously being Scottish, I just felt that the Edinburgh one was correct to pick up. So that's that. I got that from the Edinburgh store. Next two items, this is something that I got, oh my god, something that I got myself for my birthday in September, and this is the Catwalk book. This I purchased from Amazon, which was an absolute bargain, but I hear you can pick this up in Costco. I saw that BMW, or Monsieur Ashley as he is now known, he saw them in Costco, and it's just basically a book of the catwalk looks for the past 14 years. So that's the LV Catwalk book. Again, Amazon you can pick this up from, but you can buy it in Costco as well. And And last but not least is the Louis Vuitton and Marc Jacobs book. Again, I had this last year, and I've taken the cover off of this one because this now sits in the living room, and it just looks a lot nicer without the cover in the living room, especially with the colours that are in here. But again, this is just from the Marc Jacobs era, where he created some of the most, if I can find them, memorable collections that LV have ever had. We've got the Stephen Sprouse collection, which we know is my favourite. But yeah, this is such a cool book to have as well. Again, beautiful coffee table books. So, 8 LV books. Something that I really highly recommend for any collector. They just are beautiful pieces to add to your collection and make great decorative pieces as well. So that's books. Okay, so next 2 items are from the fragrance section of Louis Vuitton. My first fragrance that I still have, and it's still going strong, is Mille Feux. I bought this in Terminal 5 just over 2 years ago. It's almost finished. I think I've got just less than a quarter of the bottle left, but I still to this day love this smell. It's such a beautiful scent. But yeah, so that's Mille Feux, bought from Terminal 5, and the other one is a more recent fragrance, and this was bought in Australia, and this is L'Immensité, and on this bottle you just have my initial stamped in there. And I love this fragrance so much. You can tell I've not had that a year, and it is almost finished. And the other one is practically done. It's taken me 2 years to get to that point. But this is my favourite fragrance of all time right now. It is just such a beautiful scent. So L'Immensité and Mille Feux, these are my 2 Louis Vuitton fragrances that I have in my collection. This section here is just a couple of little random bits that I've got. Or just a couple of accessories. So the first item is my Monogram GM agenda. I picked this up last year, no, 2 years ago, sorry, for my birthday. I bought this just before I went off on holiday, and I still have not done a what is inside my agenda, but yeah, this is just an updated wish list. I've taken out my calendar because I've not went for LV inserts this year. I actually went for a separate book, but this is my agenda GM in Monogram. Next item is something that I bought this year too, and this is my notebook in Damier Graphite. I bought this when I was in London again with MJ and Sam, and I use this quite a lot. It just has this gorgeous graphite back with just some random little stickers on there as well, and yes, this is really cute. It's just such a fun little accessory to have. So that was my notebook. Next items are scarves. So this is a scarf that I've not worn yet this year. I might actually wear this today because it's really, really cold outside. But this is, if I can get a picture of it, or if I can get it out. This is my grey Cardiff scarf, and I bought this maybe 3 years ago now from the Edinburgh LV store. I love this scarf so much, and I'm kind of gutted that I haven't used it this year, but the reason being is I have been lusting and using my Logomania scarf constantly. I bought this scarf from a company or personal shopping company called Crepes Locker, who, again, the unboxing for this video will be below. Had this at £100 below retail because they had a sale on, and I snapped it up, and yeah, I am so glad that I did. So this is my grey Logomania scarf with the little tassels at the bottom. Very deceiving in the sense that it keeps you extremely warm, and it's very thin. So my Logomania scarf. Right, okay, so these are just a couple of boxes of things that I found. First one, this was a gift. So Laurel actually gave these to me a couple of years ago for Christmas, and they are just these cute little notebooks. I am petrified. I don't want to use these because they're so nice. But these just stay in a little drawer as a keepsake from Laurel. So it's just 4 different books that she gave me. which was so nice of her. Next items, these are just bag charms. So first one, this is from the Christopher Nemeth collection, and I've actually broken this charm already. If you can just see it there, I've had to squeeze it back together because I kept it on my car keys. Oops. But yeah, this is the Nemeth bag charm. I bought this a couple of years ago again when the Nemeth line came out, and I bought this from the Edinburgh store. It just is black on the back and it has C for Chris. Next bag charm is something that I got from my friend Caroline. She gave me this cute little bear. This is not an LV item, it's just LV inspired, and I thought I'd fling that in there. I do not know where she got this from, so I can't link it unfortunately, but that's it there. And my pride and joy, this is the Sprouse bag charm. As you probably know, Sprouse, the Sprouse collection was my favourite collection of all time, and I was so lucky to be able to get this bag charm to add to my collection. So that is my bag charm collection. And last but not least, this, this is actually an item that Laura gave me for my birthday last year. Unfortunately, she had given me the wrong size, and I completely forgot to ask to change it over. I think I said that when I got this, that I was going to change them into the GM, but these, or this I should say, sorry, is the 2019 agenda inserts. This is the 1 week on 2 pages refills. So yeah, that's that. It was such a thoughtful gift, but I completely forgot to exchange it in the allocated time. So I have it here. So yeah, so guys, those are my accessories from LV. So just those ones there. I am gonna move on to my small leather goods. Now, I've sold a couple of pieces from last year. I can't for the life of me remember what was in my collection and what wasn't, but I have outgrown this box now. I have quite a lot of stuff in here. That's just, yeah. I plan to rejig my storage at some point this year, so hopefully that's one of the things that I can do, is make a whole area dedicated to these items. So let's kind of jump in and see what we have. So firstly, this is something that I'm not using at this moment in time. This is something that I bought in Terminal 5 a couple of years ago, and yeah, I have retired it for now to use something else, so that'll just stay in there. So I'm currently using the 6 key holder in Damier Graphite. Just holds my keys, and it has my initials just down there where it says Louis Vuitton Paris. Again, this video is not going to be too detailed. Next item, let's just grab this one here, is my gorgeous Monogram titanium Braza wallet. I picked this up for my birthday in September, and I absolutely love this piece. It's just such a gorgeous big wallet. I am using something smaller right now, so this has been retired, but yeah, it's such a handy piece to have, and I'm so happy that I managed to add a Braza to my collection last year. So that's the titanium Braza wallet. Next item is my wallet I'm currently using, and this is the Monogram Ecru Pocket Organiser from Spring Summer 2016. Just has the gorgeous white interior, and I had saw a few things on Instagram that pre-fall 2019 is going to have some more white monograms, so that's really exciting to have back in LV. So my Ecru Pocket Organiser. Next item, let's just grab this little one here. This is my card holder. This is my little VIP gift that I was given for my birthday a couple of years ago. Cannot remember what birthday it was, but Laurel ever so kindly gifted this to me. So it just has this sort of vachetta leather on it. Just says Louis Vuitton made in France, and it has the little travel signs, and it has your gorgeous red piping around it. I don't get a lot of use out of this just because it's so impractical and you can only hold one card, but it's something that I will never get rid of. It's such a cute little addition. Next item, let's jump here. So this is one of my latest purchases, and this is the Monogram Clés, or the key pouch from the Virgil Abloh collection. and it just has the gorgeous orange chain, and this is a Monogram Solar Ray. I will leave the unboxing video to this and another piece from this collection below, just if you're interested. But that is the Solar Ray key pouch. Just while we're on that subject, another key pouch that I have is the standard little Monogram one, and this is what your normal clay should look like. Virtual clay I got posted to me from Selfridges, and Monogram clay I think I bought in Terminal 5. This one just has your standard gold zip, and that's my Monogram clay. Next item, just pop this out. This is my round coin purse in Monogram. I bought this a couple of years back from Edinburgh thinking it was going to be discontinued, and it is still going strong. That's going nowhere. So that's my round coin purse. Next item is my tribal clay from the tribal collection. I'm sure this was in 2015, I can't really remember. But I absolutely love this clay. It's so unique and it's so different, and it's much bigger than your standard clay, which I really like. And it has this beautiful tribal mask, and the good thing is, or the nice thing with this is it has silver hardware, which again is totally different to your standard clay, and it has the most vibrant red interior. So that is my tribal clay in Monogram from the tribal collection in 2015, maybe, I think. Next item, sticking within the clay community or the clay family, is my white or blanc clay in the multicolour. This was a gift from Paul a while back. Yeah, I absolutely love this style of clay. I just love the old Vuitton trim that goes around it. It's such a classic piece. You can't fit a lot inside, but it's something that I'll probably have in my collection forever. Next item is my port double cards, or I don't really know the official name of it, but the Monogram Eclipse card holder. I bought this in Terminal 5 a couple of years ago. I got this on the way home from a friend's house, and it's, yeah, again, such a really cool card holder. Next item in the Eclipse family is my Monogram Eclipse pocket organiser. Again, I love pocket organisers, and this was a no-brainer when this came out. Just has your standard Monogram Eclipse backdrop with the little blue C that I got initialed. I tend to initial all my pocket organisers with one initial, and that's that there. So the Monogram Eclipse pocket organiser. Next pocket organiser is from the new collection that launched last year from Damier Coastline. Again, I don't know how much this can be edited out to show the real colour, but this is very creamy. So it's not like Azure. It's a lot whiter than it is Azure, and inside you just have this gorgeous matte black leather finish. I haven't initialed this one yet, but I bought this when I was in... so the Eclipse pocket organiser I purchased in Edinburgh when the Eclipse line came out, and this one I purchased in Selfridges last year when this collection came out in April time last year. So that's that. And the last item in my collection is my bargain of a find last year, my Damier Graphite Zippy coin purse. I will leave the unboxing video to this below and the story behind it, so I don't bore you in this video, but this again is such a handy little wallet to have. It's so practical, and I love the extended zip down here as well. It just makes life easier when you stuff your wallets as much as I do, to have that little extra room inside there. So my Damier Graphite Zippy coin purse, and that is my SLG collection. Okay, so next part of this will be pouches. This is probably my favourite section of LV. I love pouches, as we can see. So the first one, when I say pouches, these are also cosmetic pouches as well. So off the bat, I have my Epi, my black Epi Cosmetic PM. I bought this last year just after the Grand National. My horse won a Grand National bet and I celebrated with this. So this is my Epi cosmetic case. I then have my Toiletry 19 in Monogram. I bought this a couple of years ago for my birthday. Not last year, the year before, so this is coming up, but this has just turned a year old. And again, I love this piece as well. Such a handy little item to have. And right now I store all of my current day-to-day stuff in there. So I've got some concealer, I've got some lip balm, etc, etc. And that is all in my Toiletry 19. Next one, just because it's sitting out, is again a recent purchase. And this is from the Virgil Abloh collection. The unboxing video of this piece and my clay will be linked below. But this is the A4 pouch from the Virgil collection that launched in January. So this is something that's recently made its way into my collection, but I thought I'd add it into this video anyway, just so you can see where my collection is currently at. I bought this online or from client services that they shipped this out to me. Okay, next pouch, I'll grab these as I go along. This item, this is from the Upside Down collection. So this is from pre-fall 2018. So this is one of the last pieces that Kim Jones had created before he disappeared. And I bought this from the Edinburgh store. It's just such a kind of quirky take on LV with the Have a Vuitton Day. I just thought that was really cute. And for me, the hardware was just such a giveaway and such a must with it being matte black again. And yeah, so that's the Upside Down pouch. Next item, I'll just grab this as I go along. This is something that came into my collection last year as well. So this is the Fragment iPad pouch, and there's some cash in here. I was using this on Friday and haven't emptied it. But this came into my collection from MJ, a really good friend of mine from New York. When we met up in April, she ever so kindly sold this to me, and I am so happy that she did. I again will leave the video for this item below, but this is my Fragment pouch. So this collection launched September 2017 in Japan and never made its way to the UK. So that is that. Next item here. This is the Pochette Voyage in Monogram Eclipse. Again, I bought this item when the Eclipse line had just come out, so back in 2016, I think, 2016. And this is the same size as the Toiletry 26, but a little bit more spacious, and it has a little compartment for a few things in its side as well. So that is my Monogram Eclipse Pochette Voyage. Next item, this again is another new piece that I purchased at the Christmas party. And this is the Etude pouch in Monogram. It's very squishy. I bought this from the Edinburgh store when we had our Christmas party last year. It's just the end of 2018. And I have used this a couple of times, not a lot, so don't tell Paul. But yeah, this is really handy. This is such a cute little piece to have in my bag when I carry my laptop, because it just holds all of my charging cables, etc. But that is the Etude pouch, and this is the PM size. Next item, this is Old Faithful. This is my Toiletry 26. This was my, I think, second ever purchase that I made from LV. I bought this from the Edinburgh store in 2014, maybe 2015, and I love this so much. It just has your tab here that says Louis Vuitton. Oops, look at the stains on this. It just has that in there. Now, one thing that I do have in here, just to go off topic a little bit, is a Samora bag organiser. If you guys would like me to do a video on this, I'm more than happy to do so, because they are such incredible bag organisers, but let me know down below. But that is my Toiletry 26 in Monogram. Okay, so last two pieces. These are from the same collection, and my small one is the Christopher Nemeth Volga. So this is from the Nemeth collection in this is from 2015. Yeah, this is from the Nemeth collection in 2015. But this is such a handy little pouch to have. It is or has, I should say, a strap that you can pop on here. And it's just such a convenient little pouch. And last but not least, from the same collection, from the Christopher Nemeth line in 2015, these were both bought from the Edinburgh store, just so you guys know. This is the Pochette Voyage from the Nemeth line. Now this thing is huge. This is massive. This is actually, now that I think about it, yep, this is just a little bit smaller than the A4 pouch. This is massive. Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's not too in your face, which I think is pretty. And I love the white rope design. But yes, so that is my Nemeth Voyage. These were all my pouches. Okay, so final section, guys, this is bags. So I don't have a lot of bags. It's something, I think I said this last year, but something this year I'm gonna focus on more and more, is to buy more bags and not small leather goods. So, first item, and quite possibly my favourite item or my favourite bag, is my Josh backpack. I bought this in June 2017 and I love it. I think I said when I bought this bag that I didn't think I would be a backpack person, and I am now 100% a backpack person. I love it. It's so practical and it's so easy to match with everything. Yeah, so this is my Josh backpack in Monogram Macassar. Next bag is my Damier District PM. And this is the old model of District PM, and one that I prefer so much more to the new model. I just think this is a little bit classier. I'm just not a huge fan of the two silver buckles on the new one. And I got this pre-loved from Yugi's Closet 2 years ago, in 2017 again. But yeah, my Damier District PM. Next item is a bag that came into my collection last year, 2018, and this is the Odyssey MM in Monogram Macassar. No, in Monogram Eclipse. Sorry, I was looking at the Josh backpack when I was saying that. But this is the Monogram Eclipse Odyssey bag. This is a cute little messenger, a little bit bigger than your District, which appealed to me so much because of the size of it. And I got this when I was in Paris with MJ and Sam last year. Again, video will be below. This has an adjustable strap, and just think this is such an incredible messenger bag. For me, it's something that I use quite a lot for work, just because it's so simple. It's very subtle, contrary to what people may think. I think it's very subtle, and this is the Odyssey bag. Next item, again something that recently made its way into my collection last year, is the Nice BB in Monogram. I had been looking at this item for a little while, and luckily Edinburgh had the last one in stock when I went in, so I took that as a sign to buy it. And the Nice made its way into my collection. If I'm honest, I haven't used this as much as I thought I would. Don't tell Paul. But I still think it's such a gorgeous little bag, and it sits so beautifully in my display cabinet for whenever I do get to go on holiday again, which is hopefully soon, or when I do get to travel away. And yeah, again, I don't regret it, but I just wish I had more opportunity to use this. It's something that a couple of people on Instagram have said to put a strap on it. I just don't know if I can. I don't know if my look would pull it off, but we'll see. But this is the Nice BB in Monogram. Sticking within travel, my trusty Damier Graphite Keepall, my first ever LV bag. I actually have this for sale because I want a new Keepall. But this is my Damier Graphite Keepall. These bags are such handy little bags. I say little bags, but such handy bags to have. This is the 45, so this is the smallest size that LV luggage goes to, but for me it's the smallest size that I can take on a plane without checking it in, and that's always a fear of mine, is checking something like this into a hold. This is the bandolier, so the strap is currently inside the bag, and it is stored stuffed with pillows, but yeah, that's my my Graphite Keepall. I love this bag so much. I don't want to sell it, but I want another keeple and I don't want any more than 2. So one has to go, unfortunately. And the last item of my entire collection is something that came into my collection in January, just after I filmed my 2018 collection video. And this is another keeple. So this is the vintage Monogram keeple. So I bought this from Designer Exchange in Ireland, the Graphite keeple I got from Edinburgh. But I got this from Designer Exchange in Ireland, and I'm so happy that I did. Again, unboxing video will be below, but something that I'm looking for is a strap for this bag because my old strap broke and I really need a new strap. But I don't want to buy a new one because the leather colours will be completely different. So I'm trying to find a used one. So if anyone watching this knows someone that's selling a used one or know where to find one, please let me know because I really want it. But yes, I love this bag. I will never get rid of this keeple. I've always said that whenever I have the opportunity to buy a Monogram keeple, that it has to be vintage and it has to be used. And this is what I got. So I'm so happy this is in my collection. I need to stuff it a little bit better. But that's my Monogram keeple 45 bandolier. And that concludes the bag section of my video and the entire video. So guys, that is my entire LV collection. One of the main drivers for this video is I actually had to relist everything or take inventory of everything for our insurance on our house. So I just thought it'd be perfect. So I know that in total I currently have 50 items, or 50 items are mentioned in this video. I will link everything that I possibly can down below. If I don't have a link to it, it just means it's either not available because it was a seasonal piece, or I just can't find anywhere that stocks that item anymore. But I really hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any questions about any of the bags or pieces that you saw in the video, please leave them down below and I am more than happy to help out. But thank you so much for taking all the time to watch the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care, bye bye.